Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into Kazuo Ishiguro's incredible novel, Never Let Me Go. But just so you know, this isn't going to be your standard plot summary. Oh no, we are going deep, exploring the really tough, unsettling ethical questions this book raises. Questions that seriously challenge some of our most basic beliefs about what it even means to be a good person. All right, let's just jump right in with a huge question, one we almost never think to ask. Is empathy, that ability to feel with someone else, is it always a good thing? I mean, the answer seems like a total no-brainer, right? Of course it is. I mean, this is what we're all taught. It's the big ideal that art and books are so important because they help us feel empathy, and that empathy makes us better people, more moral, more connected. And you know what? That's a really comforting thought. But Never Let Me Go? Well, it is not a comforting book. And here it is. This is the novel's chilling central argument. It suggests that maybe our faith in empathy is misplaced, that empathy can exist right alongside and maybe even help the exact same systems of cruelty that it's supposed to fight against. So let's unpack how the novel so brilliantly pulls this off. It all starts by creating this massive, really unsettling gap between what the main characters are feeling and what we feel as we're reading their story. So get this. This is what makes the book so powerful. Critics call it effective asymmetry. Our narrator, Kathy, she tells her life story with this strange calmness. There's no real rage. It's more like mild nostalgia, and she even takes pride in her job as a carer. But for us, the reader, it's the complete opposite. We feel this growing sense of horror, of frustration, of just wrongness, and that gap is put there on purpose. It stops us from just feeling sad for her and moving on, and instead, it makes us deeply uncomfortable. And that leads to this absolutely mind-bending idea. The novel flips the whole concept of care completely on its head. In this world, being a carer isn't some noble act of resistance against the system. No, it's actually part of the system. It's a tool of governance. By keeping the clones emotionally drained and busy caring for each other, the system ensures they never have the energy or the will to fight back. Care literally becomes a form of control. And the book does the same thing with another one of our most treasured beliefs, the idea that art can save us. If care is a trap, then surely art is the key to proving your humanity. Right? You see, at their school, Hailsham, the clones are told to make art, and they pour everything into it. Their paintings, their poems, they believe this is the ultimate proof of their inner selves, proof that they have souls just like anybody else. And this right here becomes the book's central, heartbreaking question. If they can prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that they are creative, feeling, soulful people, will the world finally see them? Will it actually save them? And the answer is just devastating. Their old teacher, Miss Emily, finally tells them the truth. The art wasn't collected to celebrate how unique they were. It was collected just to prove that clones had souls in the first place. But here's the kicker. Even when they proved it, nothing changed. Their humanity was acknowledged on some level, but that acknowledgement had zero impact on their fate. It didn't stop a single thing. Okay, so if the big institutions fail them, and if even the power of art isn't enough, where do these characters find any sense of humanity? Well, the novel's answer is quiet, it's subtle, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's found in the stories they tell each other. This brings us to a really key idea: intersubjectivity. Now, that's a big word, but the concept is pretty simple. It's the idea that your identity, yourself, isn't just some solid thing that exists deep down inside you. It's actually relational. It's built in the space between you and other people, through the stories and experiences you share. And you can see exactly how this happens with the clones. They start with nothing. No parents, no origin story. So what do? They invent one. They create this whole mythology around their possibles, the people they might have been cloned from. And by telling these stories, sharing them, arguing about them, they're constantly building a shared identity together. So in the end, their humanity isn't proven by a painting hanging in a gallery for the outside world to judge. It's lived, it's performed, it's created every single day in the simple act of telling stories to each other. It becomes their version of family, their only true kinship. And it's this quiet, powerful refusal to be seen as just objects. And this is where the novel pulls its final and most brilliant trick. It suddenly stops being a story about these fictional characters, and it becomes a story about us, about the reader. If you've read the book, you might have noticed it. All the way through, Kathy isn't just talking to herself. She's constantly addressing someone directly. She'll say things like, "I don't know if you've ever felt that," or "You'll have to imagine." So the question just hangs there the whole time you're reading. Who is she talking to? Who is this you? Is it another clone? Another carer? Who is this whole story for? The chilling, unspoken answer is that she's talking to you, the reader. We are the people living in the normal world that quietly benefits from the existence of the clones. We are the passive beneficiaries. That intimate conversational tone, it's not just to make us feel empathy. It's to quietly, devastatingly make us realize we're part of the system. And that's the novel's true purpose. It's not about making us feel a quick burst of pity, close the book, and feel like we're a good person for feeling sad. The goal is something called empathic unsettlement. It's designed to leave you with this lasting, nagging discomfort, this deep unease about your own place in a world full of systems of harm that are very easy to ignore. And so, the book leaves us with this final, unavoidable question. Never Let Me Go shows us how ideas we love, like empathy, care, and art, can be twisted into excuses to look away from terrible things. So what are the comforting stories we tell ourselves today? What beliefs about our own goodness let us ignore the systems that we benefit from every single day? The book doesn't give us any easy answers. It just leaves that question right there for us to deal with.